Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Learn, Plan, Profit. Hope you guys are all having a great Merry Christmas Eve. I'm going to start sharing my screen so you guys can see exactly what it is that I'm looking at. Let me pop out the chat. All right, we're all good here. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so just like we talked about yesterday, natural gas was selling off, right? So let's take a look at, not that one, but this. Here we go. So /NG was showing signs of an uptrend. Why can't I find it? Oh my goodness. Okay, it's right here. Natural gas was showing signs of an uptrend during extended hours by the time that I did my Sunday stock talk. And then going into Monday, right around 1 to 2 a.m., it began to break below the middle VWAP and began to sell off. And that's really the direction in which it's heading right now. Taking a little bit of a step back so we can look at the 2-day, 5-minute chart and stuff like that. And try to identify a general support. Right now, I'm just kind of trying to go with the flow. It looks like it sold off pretty aggressively. It's going to try to recover. Look at the MACD, look at the RSI. So we'll have to give it a little bit more time since the market just opened to try to identify which direction it's going in and how it can continue to uptrend or downtrend. Looking at ticker symbol like DGAS. Obviously, it's doing pretty well. I'm not up very much on it, so I took a 100 share position size, which was a little bit under $8,000. But the thing that I like about it is just that as of right now, so if this thing continues to push up, then I'll just add more to my position. There it goes, right? So it's still pushing up. It's still selling off for natural gas. So I can go ahead and I can just buy, 100 shares and continue to add to my position when this thing follows. Before I add more to my position, I want there to be a break and this thing to make higher highs. I'm waiting for the confirmation on ticker symbol or on natural gas. But yeah, I'm probably not going to trade too much, even if I make the $200, $300. That's going to be it. I'm going to have to close out this live stream pretty soon. My flight is around at 9 o'clock at Phoenix, and I fly to LA to visit my family for Christmas. Just like many of you guys, again, you guys probably don't want to be trading today. For those that do, let's keep it very simple and let's understand that the market is going to close early today, as well as the market's not going to be open tomorrow. So just a friendly reminder. So I am up $517 on DGAS. Merry Christmas. Super happy to hear that. Again, let's just focus on locking in profits, and let's keep it that simple. Congrats. Again, if you guys are up on a certain position size, there's nothing wrong with locking in profits. I'm just going to go ahead, and I like being above the $200. So let's see what we're going to do. Let's turn on that level 2. Ask in the bid. Here we go. Yeah, it's selling off a little bit. It's all good. All right, 217. We'll see if there's a break. Hey, my alerts are working. That's pretty good. I locked in 9% on DGAS in pre-market hours. Super happy to hear that. And there we go. Nice little sell-off on DGAS. Sweet. So now the RSI is pointing down. It looks like UGAS might try to push up. Again, UGAS as of right now is a descending pattern. Not too sure how you guys feel about that. So I know since we're not gonna be live for a very long period of time, I set my alert on that. I'm also gonna set my alert as we get closer to that middle VWAP. I don't think it's gonna sell off that much, just because DGAS has been doing really well and natural gas has not been recovering that much. But what does splitting a stock mean? It's covered in the course. I'm not too sure if you've dedicated time to complete the entire course, but it's like a reverse stock split. That's something that we have covered in the course. Here we go. Ricky, do you trade on a MacBook Pro? I do. when I'm traveling. So right now I'm on my iMac, which is just a little bit better, in my honest opinion. So, what values are you using for the EMA line? Again, just a friendly reminder that is all provided for you in the course, but I use a 15 length EMA. Again, if you guys have not completed the entire course before you ask your question, you are, encouraged to complete the entire course before moving on and actually trading. Just a little heads up. What programming do you use? And I don't know. Here we go. Let's take a look at this. All right, and if you guys have any call outs that you guys want me to break down, feel free to send it on over. It looks like SQs has opened up in the green this morning. Not very much. It looks like it had a pretty aggressive sell-off, and now it's pushing right back up. Again, if the pattern and the flow continues in between the middle and top view up, great. But again, just understand that it's extremely overbought. Of course, David, thank you again for tuning in. Appreciate that, Javier. Again, I do want to remind you guys that you guys are part of Learn, Plan, Profit. So if you are only going to post the ticker symbol of what you want to be broken down, I'm not going to break it down. You are required to post it in the ticker call out format. Especially you guys. I need to hold you guys accountable and making sure that you're not just calling out and throwing ticker symbols just for the heck of it. That you need to be someone that is dedicating time to plan out their trade. That's the whole point of it. It's to ensure that you are doing your part and not just going to be trading based off of my opinion and have at least your own opinion about whatever it is that you want to invest in. Here we go. All right, because of the descending pattern, I'm going to buy 100 shares here. At 26, here we go. And then we'll wait for the break above the EMA line. Alrighty. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Alrighty. Here we go. So I'm just gonna be waiting for, there we go. Okay. All right, just because it's a little volatile right now, I'm just going to have my limit order set. The MACD, again, is starting to curve back in. The RSI is starting to curve back in. Natural gas just confirmed that it's potentially going to be, selling off. So again, its pattern has just been, it pushes up for a little bit. It peaks out on the MACD and the RSI, and then it begins to sell off. I've been watching it all morning and really just watching it. I just wanted to get, more comfortable with how it was going to be performing. It pushed up, sold off, pushed up, and then peaked out, right? MACD, RSI, both good indicators, and then broke below the EMA line. As of right now, it's not making lower lows just yet. Do you guys see the support that it's building right around the like 3.57? Again, it's not making lower lows. So just because it's also repeated this pattern doesn't mean that it has to continue to sell off. This thing can 100% stay here and then bounce right straight up. Again, that's something that we all have to get through our heads. A lot of you guys sometimes like question, Ricky, I identified a pattern, I waited for the confirmation, I got in, and it still did not go according to my plan. Correct. That is correct. Like, it's never a 100% like guarantee. Patterns are there and tend to repeat themselves. It doesn't mean that they have to actually perform exactly the way that you expected it. And that's why we've presented the idea of like the average up approach, that you get some skin in the game when you get some confirmation or some reassurance, but it's a small dollar amount that you can add more to as time goes on, as you feel more confident of the pattern fulfilling what you originally saw. So, yeah. There we go. Okay. Sounds good, Joe. I like it. Yeah, what's going on, Zach? Merry Christmas, or Merry Christmas Eve. I don't know if you guys know this, but at least for, and I don't want to speak for all Hispanics, as I know my family might be a little bit different, but we normally celebrate and have like our big dinner and stuff like that on the 24th, and we open presents on the 24th, and Christmas Day has actually not been something that's like too like, I don't know. I found out that Santa Claus wasn't real really early. So after I found out, I never got presents like the day that followed. So like the 25th is mainly like maybe where I got to play with my toys and stuff like that. I never really opened anything on the 25th. So, but yeah, nice little kind of just fact of me and my family. Wow, my TOS keeps editing. Here we go. Wowzers. Okay. Nice little rejection right around the $82 price point. Okay, so there are a couple other people that go through that. Sweet. Yikes. Rejected. So we are getting some form of consolidation. Again, the MACD didn't even fully reverse on natural gas. For this, like, it started to sell off, and then it just caught a support. Again, you know, it doesn't always play according to plan. That's something that we have to agree. So what are LPP members going to get for Christmas? Well, we're going to be flying out one member, right? For the 2 day, like 7 days of Christmas and stuff like that. So yeah, and then you get me every day. Yeah, so gamer stupid, it takes 3 days for your cash to settle, but it's 3 business days. So that's something like the weekends don't count, and nor do the holidays. What if the LPP members are not in the U.S.? Yeah, I don't think, I think our terms and conditions, I think it states clearly that it's only for those within the United States, at least for now. Oh wow, I got filled. Okay. Sweet. 341. Okay. Alrighty. I don't see a lot of call outs for anybody that's trying to ask me to break down a stock. Okay, UXIN. Okay, so UXIN as of right now, I mean, it was showing signs of an uptrend. It kind of peaked out again. Something that I would take into consideration is as this thing was pushing up, look at the volume bars back here. They really began to push up and the volume just wasn't there before. So I would ask myself, what catalyst did it go through to experience that? And on top of that, could it be a pump and dump? And is that going to last for a very long period of time? So just a little question that you might want to ask yourself before getting in. So, Ricky, you made it look too easy. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I felt like that was a pretty easy trade though. It was trending up, so I just bought the dip as, yeah. I mean that's as easy I think as it gets. It's something that's investing, showing signs of. I mean something that's showing signs of an uptrend, and you wait for it to sell off a little bit. You build that margin, you buy in, it confirms that uptrend. You add more to your position size, and then that's it. And then you sell, lock in profit, stay conservative, and call it a day. So Francisco, AMD. AMD, okay, so it's approaching the support that we've talked about at around $16. Again, Francisco, there is no confirmation. So one thing that I would like you to ask yourself is like, it's been selling off. So what is it that it's doing now that it hasn't done before that would encourage you to buy? Nothing other than it being at a previous support. It's still below the EMA line. It's still getting rejected. It's still making lower lows. So again, what is it that you're going to do and wait for before, majority of the market, 90% of people lose money. So what is it that you're going to do to ensure that you get in when it's not downtrending? So ask yourself that question, then answer it. What's going on, Nick? Ticker symbol PG. Ticker symbol PG, again, still the same thing as AMD. It's still selling off. Yes, it's a little bit more on the oversold side. It doesn't mean that it still can't continue to sell off, especially with overall market conditions. Set those alerts. Let's wait for that reversal and change of direction. Appreciate that, John. MRIN. Very aggressive push. Again, no volume. All of a sudden, it goes through a huge push of volume. Looks like a pump and dump, super overbought, super overextended. If you see value in it as a day trade, great, all power to you. I would personally stay away from this. It just doesn't make sense. But if it makes sense to you, then great, all power to you. Just make sure that you understand that it's a very high risk, high reward. So you better manage that risk accordingly. So Ricky, do you ever trade options? I do not. How long did you hold DGAS for? For about 5 minutes. Are you streaming publicly on YouTube right now? I should not be. No, the video says that it's unlisted. So it should just be for, for Learn Plan Profit members. Wow. Okay. Well, it looks like we are streaming publicly. Merry Christmas Eve to you all. I really do apologize for those that are part of Learn Plan Profit. I refreshed it. It showed unlisted. Not too sure if this is a bug right now on YouTube, but okay. So there's people saying stop talking. Okay, I had to close out this live stream early anyways, just due to the idea of having to travel to California. While I have you guys all here, both Learn Plan Profit and not, again, a friendly reminder that today the market does close early. Also, the market is not open tomorrow. I want to wish you guys an amazing, holiday. For those that celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas Eve to you. For those that don't, happy holidays. Wish you guys the best. Hope you guys get to spend today with those that you love. and just be safe, right? We won't see you tomorrow, but we'll see you the day that follows at market open. For those that are not part of Learn Plan Profit, I guess you guys got to see me trade live. Hope it's something that at least guided you in the right direction with certain things that we talked about and gave you a taste of what we do every single day. Normally I live stream for about 45 minutes to an hour. Due to my flight being in about 1 hour or 1 hour and a half, I'm gonna have to head on out. So yeah, that's really just it. So what trading site do I use? I use the TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim platform. As I'm traveling to California, I'm not going to be responding to messages after 10 a.m. So it's 7:50 a.m. right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to catch up on my messages that I have right now within Learn Plan Profit and Talk About Solutions. I just want you guys to be considerate of the holiday. I want you guys to really enjoy it, and I really want to answer your questions. But let's know that I'm going to spend a lot of time with my family. I'm going to visit them for one day, and then I have to fly back on the 25th due to me having to go live on the 26th in the morning. So again, I try to revolve my entire life around you guys. And I just want you guys to understand that, and hopefully you guys can respect that. So I wish you guys the absolute best. You look sick. No, that's just me. Wish you guys the best. Happy holidays. Really do appreciate all your guys' love and support. Let's lock in profits. I have about $150 left to reach my daily goal, or $160 left. Again, the $500. I'm not going to stress it. I'm just going to try to keep it simple. Continue working hard, continue following your dreams, let your passion be what drives your success. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team. Happy holidays.